Hello. So I thought, inspired by Andre's vlog of walking and talking, welcome to the third Barbie Banter vlog. And I thought I would bring you on my walk to hello to the farmers, our lovely neighbour. I thought I'd bring us on a walk to a studio space, the wonderful Camper Line, where we're making a piece of work at the moment. There's two things I love today. One being this beautiful, beautiful landscape, which we call home, and the other being, and walking to it, the other being walking to and being in a workshop, making work. So, it's funny, I walked all the way up this hill, recording a vlog, and it was a really good one. Got to the top and discovered I hadn't pressed play or record or whatever you want. There we go, that's why it's gone wrong. So isn't that the lesson of live art? That was really good. So I feel a bit like I sort of know what I want to talk about here. But it was really nice, and it was really improvised and instant last time. So bear with me and imagine that this is completely off the cuff, because it was about 5 minutes ago till I didn't press record. So I guess I wanted to talk about home, because the piece I'm working on is a piece about home. It's about losing a home, finding a home, creating a home. And this beautiful, incredible place that is Dumfries and Galloway is most happily my home. We're now going to go downhill, so this vlog is going to be less sweaty than the last one. Make that what you will. This incredible place. So I guess I've been thinking a lot about home, and I think, in fact, if you move to a place that isn't where you were born and brought up, I think, for me at least, I've very much had a lot of questions about being at home here and feeling like an outsider, which is weirdly in conflict with how I feel internally, because for me this is my forever home. I was so all my life I've loved Scotland. Super boring for everyone, because I went on about it to such a degree, and partly this is because of my Aberdonian grandfather, and partly it's that now I want to tell you that I did one of those DNA tests and I am 68% Scottish. Grr, and only like 14% English. Anyway, that was a day I was proud of. So home obviously means a lot. Scotland means a lot, as I say, partly my grandfather, partly the history, the music, the culture. Like I ever since I was little, I felt like I come over the border and I'm at home. And as I say, people who've known me long enough and my family will know that A, this is true, and B, this is exceptionally boring. And thank goodness in 2014 I eventually bit the bullet and finally moved up here. I have to say, to my shame, I'd never been to Dumfries and Galloway, this incredible place. Look, God, it's so beautiful here. I'd never been here. No, this really is embarrassing. I thought, in my limited knowledge, and I knew quite a lot about Scotland, I thought. But for me, Scotland started in Edinburgh and Glasgow and north. Ridiculous now to say that. Embarrassing. Missing out this beautiful region and the borders and like all the lowlands. Anyway, So, in 2014, that was squeaky. In 2014, I finally moved here to this wee house in Carenbridge. And subsequently, I've moved up the valley near Closeburn. And it's just, I can't believe I found my place, my valley. Without doubt, my valley. This is the place that I will live and not live, I would have thought. And it's the place I brought my family. It's the place I brought my business, my company, my theatre work. It's the place that my 2 sons have been born. And I'm already doing my best to bring them up like proud Scotsmen. So, home. That's me and my home and my top. I've been thinking a lot about home and having lots of discussions about it, and that it was something, home and belonging seem to have a really close relationship, and you can't really talk about home without feeling like being somewhere that you belong, or feeling like you belong, is part of that conversation. So I wanted to sort of share with you on my way to the workshop about my piece, about home. I wanted to share with you something that happened to me just after I arrived. Well, sort of maybe 6 months after I arrived. And I was really worried that I was bringing up myself and my life, and that we'd never feel at home here. I think having always wanted to be a Scot, I was super aware when we arrived that I was not one. At least not in the same sense. And our dear friend, a guy called Archie, this great big Scotsman from Straven, Archie listened one day, kindly listening to me about Scotland and about feeling like this valley was my home, and perhaps I was slightly embarrassed about it, talking to someone who had been brought up here, and I got to the end of a similar rant to what I've just had with you, and he said, well, it seems like you adopted Scotland. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's a really nice way of putting it. And then he said, and now Scotland has adopted you. And it was the most amazing moment. Like, now I'm sure if I know anything about home and belonging, it's an incredibly divisive subject. And people think sweaty, I am sweaty. People think lots of things about it. And so some of you may be going, no, it's not your home. And some of you might be going, yeah, adopted. But I kind of feel like what my piece is about a bit is it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. It's what's in here. It's what your heart says and how you feel when you're in a place. And I think all those years ago now, because we've been here nearly as long as we were in London, which is just amazing. I'm looking forward to when we eclipse that date. I think for me in that moment, my friend Archie gave me permission to belong here, to call Scotland my home, to be proud of Scotland being my home, to be proud of making work here, to shout and scream for the amazing place that Dumfries and Galloway is, and to feel like I'm doing that from a point of belonging here. So I guess that's what I wanted to talk to you about on my walk to the beautiful camper line to have workshop number 3. Workshop number 3. The first workshop with a test audience, which is quite scary, about my piece Home, which is going to be appearing in the Dumfries and Galloway Arts Festival in their Gallovidian and Dunhamer gatherings. And I'm sure we will shout about that a bit more. But if you want to write it in your diary, it's the 21st of May in Stranraer and the 28th of May in Dumfries. And yeah, if you come and you watch this, come and say hello and be like, I watched you walking to your workshop. That would be great. I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. I hope that they are more interesting than a newsletter. That's what we're trying to do. I'm sure I will talk about being dyslexic in another vlog at some point, but there's an element of that. And yeah, wait and see what comes up, because we've got more guest vlogs coming up. And yeah, a really exciting year ahead for a variety of reasons. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. 11 minutes. Oh my God. Long vlog. I'll see you later. Bye bye from the beautiful camper line.